Okay, welcome Taki Traders. Welcome to the 15th of December, almost there Christmas, and been an exciting week. Okay, let's start off with what's been going on in some of the grain markets. If you're like me, you made some good money off wheat. It's just, sort of technical buying, selling at the moment. There's definitely an oversupply, but demand is still very high for wheat. Looking over at corn, we had that sort of discussion about the dryness in Argentina, then it sort of rained, it sort of brought the crop up. America is definitely having some export issues at the moment with corn and some of their grains, and Brazil, funny enough, is filling that gap for places like China, high demand places. But there's some very nice easy money to be had. Corn at the moment, for me, I feel like I've made my money there. I'm staying away, but I feel like corn is just in this range here, and it just wants to pop up. For me, I'm in there long at the moment, but I'm not going to stay. I'm not expecting to bump right up here again. Maybe a $3.40, just a nice little tight range. Coming to the soybean. I mean the RSI not always guaranteed buy or sell, but it's down the low levels, and look, you could probably buy soybean. It's probably going to go down a little bit more, but to me that's an easy buy at the moment. And sugar's just considered just continued its continual downward trend. I just don't feel sugar at the moment has found it's down. There's no resistance points. It just keeps dropping. Not really sugar. So for the week ahead, I mean wheat. I said at the start of the week that wheat was one I was specifically looking at, and if you like me, you made some quick little profits there nicely. And now I've sort of turned my attention to corn and soybeans for the week ahead. Looking over the energy market. Now there was a big eruption of pipeline in Britain, around there in Europe, sorry, Western Europe. So that's caused Brent to go up massively. It hasn't actually really affected WTI as much as I expected it would. It's sort of sitting here nicely. There was this big drop off. I did consider buying here, but for me, oil it's a bit of a different beast. Where it's sitting at the moment, I'm just sitting that one out. But natural gas has been the one. At the start of the week, I was saying how I was bullish about it, and look, I got in around this $2.80 mark. Did not expect it to go as far as it down. Basically, it did because the massive inventory injection, which is unusual for December, January going to their winter. But it happened, and the market punished it there. But you can just see how it's just resisting any downward pressure here. I'm still long. I still think that the up over three, it just needs like a nice sort of cold snap to hit in. The inventories to decrease, because at the moment they've actually had an injection, which is weird for this time of the year. But once that happens, I think the markets and the bears get out of the way. The bulls definitely hit it, and then bang, $3. So I'm long at the market for this at the moment. But I'm also long in a way that, as opposed to a tight take profit, I'm probably going to wait till it's around here to sell at the moment. Copper continues rally off strong manufacturing data. I mean, this here would have hurt some people. Personally, I stay away from copper. I really don't read all the manufacturing data for that one. But if you're in the market, you can see there's definitely the upward trend, wanting to continue there to around the $3.10 mark. But for the week ahead, gasoline. Look, I'd probably go a little bit long of a take profit, but it's definitely on the way down. It just depends if you want to take a quick sort of profit on the bounce up, which will happen with the higher oil prices, which you can see clearly wants to go up. And as for natural gas, I just think at the prices in at the moment, yes, there's a lot of bears in the market. Yes, inventory is up. Predicting a milder winter, but it's just going to take a few snaps. This is going to take the heating demand up for that natural gas to get consumed. It's just going to take the inventories to drop. I know production's at a huge level at the moment because of the amount of oil rigs that are up, and natural gas being a byproduct of oil. So I get that, but I just feel like it too. I mean, people are saying $2.50. Certainly, there's no reason why I couldn't, but I just think a few weeks of cold, get that heating demand up, and that's just going to smash right up there. Back onto the metals. Silver's finally had a bit of a rebound. Silver hasn't followed gold as much as I would have thought. I did say at the start of the week, though, that for gold I was bullish about it. If we look back at the start of the week, around here, and then it did go down to 12.35. Anything under 12.50 for me has always been a buy for gold. I think that's such a cheap. Don't forget January, February are premium gold levels, like predominantly the gold price over January, Feb increases, March it decreases. If you're not in at the moment, look, it's hard to recommend whether you'd buy now. RSI 60, and it's sitting here. Maybe you've missed the buy-in for that. But if it gets back to the 12.50, definitely 12.45. So it's a Friday night here in Australia, and there could be a nice little Friday sell-off to get onto. Whether it's going to go back to 12.80, I don't see that. I wonder if it's going to get to about the 12.65 range and bounce back down. But if you're not in it at the moment, I wouldn't stress too much. I think there's going to be some buying opportunities. US dollar's going well. US data's going well. No supply or demand concerns. So it's just hard to recommend buying at this level, but if it gets back to that 1245, 1240 level, definite buy-in. Over in palladium, now this really surprised me. As at the start of the week, I'm sort of staying away from palladium at the moment. I wonder if the market has sort of factored in a lot of the supply issues at the moment. But punching up to this 1036 mark surprised me. But the funny thing is, you can see platinum is still sitting around the 880 mark, where it's sort of bounced around during the week. It's the biggest gap it's had in something like, I think it was 14, 15 years, the difference between platinum and palladium. At some point, if palladium just keeps up this massive rampage up to 1050 plus, it's going to just have to pull platinum up with it. I just can't see platinum staying below this 900 mark. Yes, platinum is more expensive to extract, and yes, I understand for the whole Volvo diesel issues and platinum being a major component of your diesel engines. Whereas palladium has a wider manufacturing scale and of use, and the amount of demand for the lift in cars, which of course was because of the amount of storms in the American season in America, Puerto Rico. I think car sales lifted by 1.25% or something around there, and all those cars need, of course, palladium and the catalytic converters to get them happening, and that's a big reason why palladium's lifted so much. I just feel at some point platinum's going to just shoot up to this 900 mark, try to do a rally here, and then it just gave up. But I just feel it's going to happen. So that's the week. So if I was going to judge myself on my last Sunday, I was bullish about natural gas, and I was around here. So obviously it's down at the moment, but I still feel that it's going to go up overall. I was bullish on wheat, and that's proved true. And I'll switch my attention now to corn and soybeans, see what we can do there. Still staying away from sugar. Look, if you want to stick some money in there and see what happens, sure, but that's just, to me, there's no basis there. And then I was bullish about gold, which if you bought around here, you'd be in the plus. If you even waited and bought around here, definite positive. And the whole course about this whole difference in price between platinum and palladium. I haven't checked the records, but that has to be some massively big record at the moment, the spread between those two. And just cover a bit of cryptos quickly because everyone loves them. Bitcoin's just continuing its sort of rampage up towards the 18,000 mark. Of course, the futures market's there now. ETH has come off the board a little bit. Litecoin. The thing about Litecoin is there's a massive influx of money today, and over the past 24 hours, the price has dropped. I was in around here. I sold around here. I just thought I'd take profits. But crypto is just its own beast at the moment. It's almost at the point where you could put money in, and if you wait a few weeks, you're going to make money. No guarantee, but it's just the absolute market for that is just absolutely crazy right now. So they're my picks. All the best for the week ahead, and we'll chat to you soon.